Hey guys, it's Ellen here. It's Caturday, not Saturday. Having fun with a little Saturday Christmas tutorial today. Just a little kitty cat getting himself in some mischief. I have a traceable for this over on my Patreon, but I show you how to draw it on the channel, so don't freak out. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. Also, don't forget to hit the bell notification button to know my tutorials are up. And if you haven't checked out my Patreon, check it out. I have exclusive videos, tutorials there weekly on Thursdays with traceables that go with it. The link is in the description box and the about page. So if you have any questions, again, let's get started. Okay, for this, I'll go over supplies. I have a piece of Arches 100% cotton cold press. This is like a 7x9, but you don't have to use Arches particular for this particular exercise. Any kind of watercolor paper will do, unless you want to have like bleeds, but we're going to get a little more expressive with this one. Paint brushes. I have my Princeton 8 long round. I have my number 4 long round. Cover paints as I use them, and they're in my palette. I have a traceable on Patreon. If you're a Patreon member, you can traceable, and I'm going to try and show the rest of you guys how to draw fun cats. And they're not that hard if you think in shapes. I always tell people, think of everything in shapes. So this cat, you know, has like this on an angle, it's going like this, a line, and then you do the tail, so it's a curve, right? Then you go around the curve and bring it down. And you have a little leg, and you go like that, little leg. So from here, you might think of like, this is like a rectangle, right? You'd add the head, and little pointy triangle ears, but bring that leg right up to the face. And then triangle nose, bunch of U's for mouth, and then the pointy eyes, like that. And so then there's the head, and then you're just going to draw the wreath around the head. Like that. And then put it in here, because it's coming into its face. And then you guys can draw a bow. Just stick a bow like that. And a rug is just basically an oval and little phrase from the outside. And then just, you know, tail's got, it's hanging an ornament. I had some ribbon wrapped around it. You know, and then ornaments here. You guys can do this. I know you can do this. So it's just an ornament. So come on, it's a circle, a little rectangle on top. Circle, rectangle on top. Put the little hook. And just put the rectangles going different ways. And then a candy cane I threw in there. You know, you could throw other things in there. I had some pine needles. You know, could be stockings. The cat's gotten into all kinds of stuff. But see, that's basic shapes. You just take a rectangle, little curved hook. That's how you do it. So getting back to the drawing that I had, like I said, if you're a Patreon member, there's a traceable on there. And you can make the cat color any color you want. You can put a hat on them. Go nuts. I mean, some of these are little ditties. We're not gonna paint next to it. We're gonna actually leave a little white around it. I'm gonna do something different for you guys today. So you could start by painting the cat. I think I'm gonna make my cat black, so I'm gonna start to paint the items around it first. Move this little skinny brush over here. I'm just gonna mix up some red. I don't actually have red, so I'm gonna mix up magenta, this quinachradone magenta, with some yellow. I have carmine, but it's not quite the red that I'm looking for. A little more. I'm gonna get this really bright, intense red. There we go. And then I have some green for the little wreath. We have this olive green here, kind of pretty bright. We have the Prussian blue up here that I'll mix with olive green to make it like a nice deep green. And I think they're gonna make, like I said, I'm gonna make the cat black. So I'm gonna start just painting like the ribbons and some other things, and then I'll go in and paint the cat. So I'm just taking the red, and I'm just gonna make this simple ribbon. I'm not gonna worry about bleeding or any of that stuff today. We're just going to be painting straight out the design and having a little fun with it. People have been asking for cats. I do a bunch of cat stuff, but I know then the dog people, which I'm a dog person. I was a cat person as a kid, but I also had a dog too. It's different because dogs, you know, more breed specific it seems, and cats can be a little bit more generic, you know, and the dogs are just, people want, there's no such thing as a generic looking dog. Kind of cats kind of all kind of look the same, in my opinion. I'm sorry. So I'm just filling in all the red areas, the candy cane, the stripes. I make a ornament that's red and white stripe. It's going to go on a rug. I think I'll make the rug green. So just fill in all the red areas that you want. If you wanted to put some red. Like I said, we're not going to do it where we're going to be bleeding specifically. It's an exercise in just painting. One of the ornaments I might make a blue. Get a nice blue tone. Can make this one pale or deeper blue actually. If you want to make it a little deeper blue, we can actually do some bleeding on this one. So we're going to fill this in. Leave a little white halo right there. Let me zoom in a little bit more so you guys can see. And then I'll just take a darker, deeper blue, like this Prussian blue I have up here. And I just tap the edges and it will bleed in. See that? Does a great job on this paper. Any other paper? Nah. Not as good. Unless it's a really high quality paper. I didn't do this part of the ribbon. Just finish this. The cat has gotten into mischief. That's the idea of this sketch. So like I said, I'm going to keep the rug green. I'm not going to, maybe I could do a bright green, but maybe not. So I'm going to grab my bigger Princeton 8 long round. And I'm going to take the olive green, mix with a little vandyke brown, and a little of the Prussian blue, just to change up the green a little bit. We're going to fill in this very loosely. See how I'm painting this? Really loose. Oop. Around the red dots. And I'm just going to wisp out lines like this to make it like a loose wreath. Just because it's watercolor doesn't mean you have to paint realistic or right up into the color next to it. You can leave plenty of white spaces in between all of it. Just like so. And you can always paint the dark color over the light, not the light color over the dark. Oh, I just painted over his ear. That's okay, because he's going to be black, and I can paint over that. So that part I didn't make, because his head, it's behind his head. The other part was coming towards his face. So just go around all these little areas. I'm trying to get this quicker. Doesn't matter if you have white space in between the red bow and the red ornaments that go on the wreath. Just having fun filling it in. If we do a green rug, it would have to be a slightly different color than this one, because it's kind of match in here. Or we could do a brown rug, now that I'm thinking about it, because it's going to take away from the green wreath. So while that's still wet, if you want to go in and add some deeper tones, deeper greens. Just plot those in, see? Just dapping, and it can bleed. Or you could wait till it's drier and then make little spiky like lines like this. You could play around with it. You might want some dark to bleed like I just did. See, this is just bleeding in here with the wet on wet. Play around with how you want it to look. Just like that. This ornament, I might do another blue ornament. And you leave like this little white halo right there. Oops. I painted outside the line. That's okay. Go real fast. Grab that paper towel. Try and fix my mistake. We all make them. So I'll grab some water, put it right on top of that color, and lift it up again, and then you fix your mistake. I went outside the lines. Sometimes it's good to go outside lines, and sometimes it's not. Okay, well, I'm gonna stop playing around with that. I can do like a little yellow one over here, or purple. Let me do yellow. So I had the cadmium yellow deep, add a little magenta to it, get a little yellow orange. Just fill that in, leave that little halo again. So the red color, I'm contemplating what color I would make it. Tan, beige, you know, it could be multicolored, but then it's going to be so busy. It could be like a gray tone. Let me do like a grayish beige. I have a lot of blacks, and look at my palette, it's a mess, right? I love it like that though. These nice grays. You know, you can do like a little, this is another trick you could do. Oh, goodness, I got just paint all over me. This is a little trick. If you don't know what color to paint next to it, you can take a scrap, go next to the cat, and see if you want gray. And I just realized no, because I'm going to have the cat black. So I don't want it gray, I don't want it red, I don't want it yellow. I'm going to have to make it like a beigey brownie or light green. Make it like a lime green color with a little brown, or I could have made it blue. I probably should have made it blue and not make that blue. So maybe I'm gonna make it a turquoise blue. Grab some of my peacock. You play around with the color tones. So I'm going to grab this peacock blue that I have. Yeah, see? And the green's going to show up. This is the way how you figure it out. See, if I do the green here, it's too much green. So I probably should not have painted that blue, and I should have made the rug blue. Just going to lift up this color. So that's what we're probably going to do. Make it a pretty blue. And since we already have the blue there, that's okay. We can leave it like that. So I'm turning this around. Or you can make it purple. And I'm going to make it a deep ultramarine blue. See how I have this Prussian blue and this peacock? It's really bright. I added... And I also have this other color, which is nice. Where is it? It is this one. I probably could use this one. The Verdier blue. That would be nice. I think I'll put that over there, and I think I'll just use this. Make our life easy, right? It's already pale. It's ready to go. Already mixed. Don't have to be so fussy. I'm getting a mess. I got some red paint on me all over the place. So it's mixing up with some of the other colors I have in my palette, but that's okay. This is a fun, pretty bright blue. Don't want to get his little legs, but if I paint over his little legs, it's not a big deal since he's going to be black. But I'm kind of showing you how to paint, leaving a little white around the bodies and the elements. It has a different kind of look to it that I think you might enjoy. So I'm going to go fill this rug in with this Verdier blue, and we're going to come back. Okay, so I went in and filled it all in. Now I'm just going to take, and I filled in the little black tops of the ornaments, and I'm just going to go in and start doing the cat. If he starts to be not black enough, you can throw in some gouache. See, it's going to dry really light on this paper, so I might have to go back in and spruce it up with some gouache. Just going to fill it all this part of the kitty cat in. For the face, I'm going to look at the eyes, white, and the nose. We'll probably use white for the little mouth and the whiskers. So, there's his little ears. The ones that got messed up, I painted over here. Just paint all this in. I have more black on this tray, so I'm going to grab this tray. Like I said, we're going to go back in and where the little cutie little mouth is. You can go and add his little mouth. Just keeping the eyes white. Just got to fill all this in. It doesn't matter if there's little white specks in between the wreath and the kitty cat. And just like I said, just go in and fill. We're going to go in and fill all this in. So I'm going to fill my cat in and we'll come back again. Okay, once he's filled in, we start putting in some more details like shadows and stuff. So I had that blue that I mixed in and put a little shadow under the cat. Just a deeper blue color. The kitty cat shadow. You can put shadows from where the ornaments are on the side. Candy cane. Just a little shadow like this. Just put the little details. It doesn't have to be this big old shadow, just a little one. Just under where the cat is. You know, a little one here. I'll take my smaller brush. You can throw in some of the details on the ornaments, like the yellow one. I'll probably put in a red stripe going across. For the ribbon, you might want to add just a little bit of dark shadow on the top and in here and down in here. A little bit on the side. You don't have to get too technical. I mean, it's just fun the way it is. And candy cane. All right, so I have some white gouache in my messy palette. Clean off my brush. I'll activate it. It's dry. You can activate it just like watercolor. Again, it's a little pink because I had some red on this brush. You don't want to get it too watery. You want to get it wet, but not super wet, because then it's like watercolor. So you want it thick so it becomes more opaque. So we can do the little snowflakes. And test out. I would test on the snowflakes first to see how wet and loose it is. Might have to add a little more water. And then I'm going to do his little face. So I'm going to go back down with those little lines. The smile, the whiskers. The nose, I want on the pinkish side, so I added some white gouache to the red. And it's a little pink. And then the eyes, we're just going to take some black and fill that in. See? There we go. Fix that. And then, of course, the string on the ornament coming down. And that one could have some snowflakes on it also. And then we're going to do the fray on the rug. Simple little snowflakes. Make this one stand out more. Some dots in it. I'm going to get real technical. See this little ornament? Put a little blue in the white area. Or you could just outline it with black. And then the fray could be a deeper blue. It could be another color red. It could be red. It could be green. I mean, I might make it a little deeper blue. Just a little bit. We're just having an expressive, fun, you know, little tutorial today. Nothing too serious. It is Saturday. Caturday. Saturday. Supposed to have fun, supposed to play. Watercolors can be serious or have fun. I like the watercolor for this. You could have used gouache for this. You know, many things. I'm going to add little details, a little darker shadow. And like I said, if you want to put a pattern in the rug, that could be kind of fun too. You know, we can just, I don't know if I want to get too busy by doing that. I'm putting an outline around the ornaments and the ribbon that are on the rug. And a little dark shadow on that. Well, that's pretty much it. Like I said, you can go back in with the green, get some deeper green, blue green. Do like the little details of, see what this brush is great. Just adding that little detail for the wreath. But it's just a cute, fun, be great for a card. Somebody who has cats, they might enjoy this. So very simple for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget, if you're a Patreon member, you can download the traceable. Have fun with it. You know, like I said, actually the rug, I didn't even think about this now that I'm talking to you. Why didn't I make the rug have snowflakes on it? I could have done that, right? Or polka dots, subtle snowflakes. It could be a snowflake rug. I wasn't thinking, Lincoln. That would be really cute because I made it blue. See how I'm doing these fast little snowflakes? And then you could put little dots. You could have made it like a braided rug. That would have been really cute. I'm just kind of keeping it more on Christmas theme. Just a little subtle snowflake. So I hope you guys enjoy this little fun tutorial. Don't forget to hit the bell notification button to know my tutorials are up. And like I said, if you're a Patreon member, there's a traceable there. If not, I showed you how to draw it. You can just slow down the speed and figure that out. And yeah, that's about it, guys. I hope you're having a great weekend. Get some relaxation in. And tweaking the little ornaments here. I forgot the little hooks. Yeah. And see, I can take a little black hair just to punch up the candy cane. See, I just can't stop. I can't stop myself, guys. Just how it goes. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.